So raise your wands nice and high, point at the red man, and really imagine him changing in your mind. 3, 2, 1, Rossio Loomis! Yay! Magic!
We've had breakfast. Yay! We're all showered up, ready to go. Weather looks really good, so we're gonna hit the streets, do some shopping, souvenirs, and then we're hoping to get to J.K. Rowling's cafe shop, the Elephant something?
Elephant Cafe?
Elephant Cafe, that's where she wrote the book, so yeah, let's see if we can go over and get some inspiration and get some of that magic. How does the new shoes feel? Feel good? We've done so much walking, she wore the shoes out, so we had to get some new ones, so yeah, we're good to go, back on track.
They feel really weird.
They feel weird? Yeah, you gotta break them in now. It's gonna be weird, you're gonna walk in new shoes.
I miss my old ones.
Yay, Mr. Singh! It's Tony Singh's restaurant. Good job, man. We made it to the Elephant House, but as you can see, there is a queue to get in. Only about 20 minutes, so I don't know if it's worth waiting for. I'm sure the coffee's very nice, but I don't know if it's worth 20 minutes. What do you think? I don't know. We might pop back a little bit later. There's like a whole tour group just passed by, so they might have just dropped off a load of people. So you can see. Every time we sit down, the sun comes out. This is the Harry Potter Trail. You can see there's a massive group of people here. So yeah, even though it's not advertised massively, it's pretty popular. So the guy looks like Harry Potter.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, witches, wizards and nerds, and welcome to the Potter Trail. This is a magical walk and very powerful magic. Mr. Ollivander has personally requested that these ones do come back to him at the end of the tour. And the spell I need to teach you all is Rossio Loomis. Rossio Loomis, which is Latin for red light. Most spells in Harry Potter derived from Latin. 2, 3, Rossio Loomis! Oh, thank you for the enthusiasm, guys. Thank you. It's great to see you guys. They had left the Hogwarts grounds completely. They had obviously travelled miles. The first thing we notice about this grave is not the plaque itself, but the ground that surrounds it. Anywhere else in the graveyard, and indeed thankfully for the rest of the tour, there is grass. Underneath your feet, however, there is a gigantic circle of mud, because tens of thousands of people come to this grave every single year to pay tribute to Dark Lord and to duel in front of his grave as well. If you come here at midnight on October 31st, on Halloween, you'll see hundreds of people dressed in capes with sticks dueling in front of this man's grave. So here we have it, folks. William McGonagall, poet and tragedian, died 2nd September 1902, buried near this spot. You'll notice not in this spot because this graveyard is so old, 450 years old in fact. We don't know exactly in this graveyard where this man is buried. So they just stuck up looks. The fact that it has one turret on each of its four corners, much like Hogwarts does. The fact that it is a co-educational and extremely expensive school for boys and girls, much like Hogwarts is as well. But perhaps most excitingly, ladies and gents, it is the possessor of 4 houses, which correspond in colour to the 4 Hogwarts houses. There is a red house, a blue house, a green house, and a yellow house. And it is from where time. If we try again, we might be able to make it work a second time. So raise your wands nice and high, point at the red man, and really imagine him changing in your mind. 3, 2, 1, Rossio Loomis! Yay! Magic! Now, has anyone heard of the Elephant House Cafe?
Yeah.
Lots of us. We're going to visit it in just a sec. It's a cafe on George Ford Bridge with a big sign in its window saying birthplace of Harry Potter. This is not true. Scandalously, I know, right? So parts of books 2, 3 and 4 were written in the Elephant House Cafe, but not book 1. Because the Elephant House opened in the year 1995, after the first book was finished, but before it was published in 97. the honour of where the first book was written goes to the Spoon Cafe, the white one just there. That is where the first Harry Potter book was written, almost in its entirety. Now, it cannot have a big sign in its window saying birthplace of Harry Potter, because it used to be called the Nicholson Cafe, named after Nicholson Street that runs along there. Now, unfortunately, in '95, the Nicholson Cafe closed down and became regular employment, and famously found it very hard to scrape together pennies. Thankfully, the notion that she had to write in coffee shops to stay warm is, thankfully for her, untrue. This was a rumour started by a newspaper in this country called the Daily Mail. Now, yes, they started this rumour because they wanted to perpetuate a rags to riches image of J.K. Rowling and portray her as a Cinderella figure, someone who started out incredibly poor, then became incredibly wealthy almost overnight. Now, J.K. Rowling wrote back to the Daily Mail saying, "I'm not so stupid to choose to live in Edinburgh in the winter when I can't afford heating." So obviously it gets very cold in here indeed. The actual reason was because of her daughter, Jessica, who was only 2 years old at the time. She found that for the price of a coffee, she could go to the Nixon Cafe, where this is now the Spoon Cafe, and she could write in an atmosphere where Jessica would fall asleep. So she would write the books with a pen in her right hand, and right now is a student supply shop, where students will obviously go to buy their school supplies. Much like that's why children go to Diagon Alley. Up where the Pizza Express is just there, there used to be a branch of RBS, the Royal Bank of Scotland. Much like there is a Gringotts, the Whistling Bank, on the top of Diagon Alley. And there is even a magic shop at the base of their street, ladies and gents. A magic shop behind a joke shop. A joke shop like Wheezy's Wizard Wheezes. Now we've seen how the Elephant House...
So this is the street that inspired Diagon Alley in Harry Potter. The Old Town bookshop where the students would come and get their books. Even a joke shop. So this view matches exactly what J.K. Rowling drew when she was writing the books and thinking of Diagon Alley. So she took inspiration from that. How cool is this place? What do you think, Sonia? So the views are pretty impressive. Hi. Off to that Thai place, but this time we've booked a table, so hopefully we should be okay. We're running a little bit late, 5-10 minutes. This shouldn't be a problem. We know Thai, so all we have to do is Kopan Ka, Swadi Ka, and then say, well, thank you. Swadi. Yeah, we'll be fine. We know what to do. We're pros. I did it properly. They've got a fork and a spoon.